back at home. Haven't got all my jewelry on. We're gonna fix your face, fix my face, fix all the faces. Yes, we're gonna fix all the faces. How are you? How was your weekend? My weekend was kind of long. It was great. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. But how was your weekend? How was your weekend? Why does Windows keep updating? Windows needs to stop updating. Needs to stop updating. I'm happy to be back home. I really and truly am. I really and truly am. I want to say, for those of you guys that have been loyal supporters, and you know exactly who you are. Y'all are in every single live stream. Y'all always do everything you can to make everybody feel welcome. I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you because it's you guys that help everybody else feel special. You help them feel more. Does that make sense? You help them more than you realize that you do. That. I just don't want you guys to forget that you matter more than you realize that you do. There are always going to be people out there that are haters. There are going to be people that want to believe what they want to believe about you, and that's fine. Let them. Let them. Let them. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe anyone a response. And I want to say that on purpose, the way I said it. You don't owe anyone a response. If someone says something bad about you, they want to make a comment on a video or argue with you or whatever, you don't owe them a response because that's what they're actually looking for. Silence is sometimes the best response. But that being said, it's time for Reiki and Zodiacs. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. You've been warned. Just like always, you guys can do these first few hand positions with me. The only thing I ask is that you take a deep breath every time I say deep breath. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Are we ready? Yes? The answer is yes. Ready? All right. Deep breath. Deep breath. Start with the root chakra because we all need to ground our shit. We're gonna go kind of fast tonight, I'm letting y'all know. Is it just right? It feels a little loud to me. I love you guys in Montana right back. All right, we ready for the sacral? The answer is yes. Ready? loud you can't hear the bracelets? We got to fix that. There you go. How's that? Ready for the solar plexus? Yes? So, I know I still owe you guys a class on TikTok for 1,000,000 likes, but I want to see how close we can get. I want to see how close we can get. At 9:30, I'm going to make a big, massive, major announcement. You don't want to miss it. Just saying. But I want to see how close we can get. And I would also love for you guys to put your... just where you're from, what state you're in, or what country you're in the chat. I want to see where everybody's from. Okay? Ready for the heart chakra? Yes? For the throat chakra? The answer is yes. I know some of you guys are like, now. Ready? Working a lot on the throat chakra because some people need to actually say what's on their mind. All right. Ready for the third eye? The answer to that is also yes. We're going to turn it a little bit. Yeah? Yeah? Breathe. Ready? Are we ready for the crown chakra? Yes. Just big breath. Breathe. Big breath. Ready? I want to remind you guys that you're fucking fantastic. I want to remind you that you are fantastic. You are phenomenal. You matter more than you ever will realize that you matter. Don't forget that. Don't forget it. YouTube, I'm going to pull you down just a little bit. Hold on. Don't forget it. You are the prize, my friends. We're going to do one side and then the other. We haven't done that in a while. Are you ready? Ready? We're going to put you back together. Yeah? Thank you guys for all the likes, all the new followers, subscribers, etc. I appreciate every one of you. I see a lot of you guys have had a rough Monday. What is that? Oh my gosh. Thank you, 5 Georgia Peaches. That was cool as shit. Y'all on YouTube missed that. That was cool as shit. Thank you. I know that this Monday was hard. The eclipse yesterday was hard on everyone. So we need to get rid of some shit. Yeah, we need to get rid of some shit. Am I right? Just throw it in my hand. You are not going to hurt me. You're not going to overwhelm me. And I would love for you to put in the chat what you're getting rid of. You can put just 0 if you want to put 0, but I can always tell when some of y'all are dumping shit. I can feel it. Big breath. want you guys to take a deep breath. This is your friendly reminder that there are only a few rules in this chat. Only a few rules in this live stream. The first one is we don't talk politics. We don't talk about any bullshit. All of that stuff can stay somewhere else. There are tons of other lives that you can go in and talk about that. We don't talk about other creators in here, especially in a negative light. Don't self-promote. Don't be a creep, because even creeps don't like creeps. Also, if you come in and you want to break those rules, my moderators will screenshot your comment. They will screenshot your account. You will be muted and or blocked. We don't tolerate it in here. I don't care who you are, where you are, what religion you belong to, what gender you are, what color you are. I don't give a shit. I would love for you guys to put your favorite quote in the comments. Some of y'all may not have a favorite quote, and that's fine. But if you have a favorite quote, I want you to put it in the comments. And then as you guys are watching, I want you to just take a random screenshot, and I want you to see what comes up. Just saying. I think that we definitely need faster music. Yes? No, you know what? We don't. I love seeing you guys' favorite quotes. I really and truly do. Just breathe. Big breath. Breathe. TikTok. Breathing. Deep breath. I always love that when I see comments that say, I was just scrolling along and came across you and had a really intense reaction. Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you guys that don't know me, you're new to following me. Hi, I am the Blue Bodhi. I am one of the OGs here on TikTok, on the Witch Talk, the Spiritual Talk, whatever you want to call it. I am one of the original Reiki practitioners here on TikTok. I've been doing Reiki for well over a decade. I got my first master teacher certification in 2013. I've been doing it ever since. At this point in time, I hold master teacher or grand master certifications in 11 different forms of Reiki, including my own, which is called Omni Reiki. I hold over 186 different certifications in a crazy amount of things. A crazy amount of things. Every single Monday, I do a free Warrior Reiki session, and then I read for the Zodiacs, and that's what we're doing tonight. I'm happy to be home. I've been traveling, and so I'm happy to be home, having all the bracelets, all the things and the stuff. Some of you guys are going to notice I'm doing weird things with my fingers. There are going to be some Naruto jokes, things like that. These are called mudras. They are found in Hindu practices. They are found in Buddhist practices. Each one of them is for channeling energy in a different way, which is probably why you feel things in different ways when you come in. And for those of you guys that are saying, well, I don't know where this works or how this works or whatever, I want you to just take a moment and I want you to pay attention of, just close your eyes. Where are you feeling things at? Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your butt? Is it in your legs? Where are you feeling it at? That will tell you what chakra it is that's jacked up. No, we need faster music. It is fall. Today is the first day of fall. It's Mabon. Happy Mabon. Happy fall equinox. Happy spooky season. No one can gripe at you for saying that it's spooky season because it's officially fall. So, that being said, what is it you're harvesting? What is it that you are bringing into your life that you've been manifesting? And here's the thing. I want you to put it in the chat, and I want to make sure that you put in there, I am bringing in. Don't put I want. Don't put I want. What are you bringing in? What are you harvesting? breathing? Are you breathing? When did they put a pirate hat on TikTok? just let the hair do its hair thing, yeah? You breathe in. Normally I go a little bit longer, but we're gonna kind of calm that down and chill. We're gonna chill. Before I completely turn all of this off, and before some of y'all skedaddle, you know, before I start reading, I was reminded this weekend how much words matter. You guys never know what your words are going to mean to someone else. You don't. Whether they're hurtful or whether they're happy, whether they're uplifting or browbeating. It costs absolutely nothing to be nice. It costs nothing to be nice. Every single one of you guys matters. Let me hold your little faces. Hold on. Let me hold your little faces. Every one of you matters more than you'll ever know. I don't ever want any of you guys to feel like you're alone. I don't ever want any of you guys to feel like you don't have any friends, like you don't have anybody that will support you. You always have me. You're stuck with me. I ain't going nowhere. You have my moderators, all of us. And in case you're new to watching me, I have cultivated this group for years. I've been on TikTok since early 2020. So next spring will be 6 years. I'm live multiple nights a week. I am always live on Monday and Thursday nights at 8:30 Central. Always. Just stay one more day. Just stay one more day. Just make it till Thursday. Just make it till Monday. I promise you that it will be okay. You are the prize, my friends. You are the prize, whether you think so or not. And I don't ever want you to forget how much you matter to me, how much you matter to everybody else here. I don't ever want you to forget that. Never, okay? I see all the time on social media, on TV, in life, people just being mean for no reason. It costs absolutely nothing to be nice. Not a damn thing. I'm just saying. We don't want to use the shadow work deck, do we? No. You know, I haven't done shadow work reads in a crazy long time. We should do that. We should do that. We should do that. I know I said that I was going to make a big, massive announcement about 9:30. We'll go ahead and make it now. I'll make it again at 9:30 because I know some people are going to come back in at 9:30. But while I'm getting ready for getting the Zodiacs ready, let's make sure we got the cards right set up. So some of you guys have heard me talk about this big event in May, right? Well, I was going to have it just be more of like a paranormal weekend, right? Well, guess what? We gonna be bigger than that. Phantoms and Fire will be May 1st through May 3rd of 2026. It will be at the location that I bought. For those of you guys that make goodies, for those of you guys that have food trucks, for those of you guys that have drink trucks, somewhere there is a coffee place that they have a hearse. I got to get with Shauna and find that out. If you guys would like to be a vendor at this event, you can do so. If you would like to come, you can do so. If you would like to go on some crazy paranormal adventures with myself, or I already have a couple of celebrity guests coming, maybe you'd like to go on a paranormal investigation with Jason Voorhees. Maybe you would like to investigate in the cemetery at night with Jason Voorhees. And guess what I found this weekend while I was at the property? There are 2 people buried in the cemetery I own with the last name of Voorhees. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. There's going to be more celebrity guests to be announced. There is also going to be a doll making class. Mary Jo, the infamous, amazing Mary Jo Chutney. I probably just said her last name horribly wrong, and I'm sorry. She has agreed to do a very special doll making class at the reliquary. You will get to choose a name from one of the headstones outside. You will also get to put dirt from the grounds of the church inside the doll. So much more. So if you guys would like to come and enjoy that, you can do so. Tickets just to come and nerd around, come walk around, whatever, it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. Now, if you want a VIP ticket, if you want a full weekend ticket that includes all of the classes and stuff, those are up. For those of you guys who are like, man, I can't get to Pennsylvania, I can't travel, etc., I got you. Guess what? There's a virtual ticket as well. You get a virtual ticket, and that covers all the classes. You will get access to all of the classes. You will get access to the paranormal events, all of that razzmatazz. And if you guys want to sign up to become a vendor, there are limited spots inside. Oh yes, come be a vendor inside the haunted church. Or there are also spots outside by the cemetery. If you guys would like to sign up to become a vendor, please make sure that you go click on the profile link up there. It is the top thing. It says Phantoms in Fire. The big announcement that I want to make is this with that. A long time ago, I did a free wedding event. We're going to do it again this year. We're going to do it again in May. So on May 3rd, there will be a free group hand fasting ceremony, group wedding. So if you've been wanting to tie the knot and you just don't know some weird, crazy way to do it, guess what? You can sign up. You can just come and be a part of the wedding ceremony on Sunday for free. All of the proceeds, I will ask for donations. All of the proceeds will go to the Mercer County Historical Society. We're going to have a big soiree with them, because they do an amazing amount for that area. They know a lot of the history up there. And yeah. So I would love for you guys to come. If you want to just come and renew your vows, you can do so as well. Come on. We all gonna get married. Maybe not me. I'm not getting married, but just saying. On Saturday, there will be a maypole. We will do the maypole dance. There will be a bonfire on Friday. I would love for all of you to come and enjoy the reliquary and see this amazing, crazy, haunted building. I would love for you to come and enjoy it. By the way, did I mention that there's tons of Amish bakeries around there? Did I mention that? Because there are, and they're fantastic. So you can mark that down in your calendars. You can get your tickets. You can throw all the things in there to become a vendor, etc. There are some towns really close by. Make sure I got that right side up, where there are some amazing little hotels. There are some wonderful little places to stay. Make sure that you subscribe to my link tree. Make sure you sign up to be a member on the website, and make sure that you check out the reliquary at stjohns.com. That is all about the new building. I have a lot of stuff, photos, etc. to add. I can't wait till May. I'm super excited about this. I am super excited about that. So let's get to reading. Okay, Capricorns, you had some jumpy cards. Like, they kept jumping out. For those of you guys that have never watched me read for the zodiac signs, I have been reading professionally for forever. I did my time in the trenches, sitting out in the middle of a shop. My first professional job reading cards was with a big site called Purple Ocean. For those of you guys that don't know about that site, it's a lot. I've been reading for a very long time. I pay attention to how my cards act when I am shuffling. I pay attention to how they come out of the deck, all of that stuff. So Capricorns, when I say that your cards kept bouncing off of each other, that to me screams of indecisiveness. And an indecisive Capricorn is never a good thing, because usually that's a frozen Capricorn. I always start with Capricorn and go around the horn, just so you guys know, because my brain goes, one should go first. I know you Aries are used to being first. Are we ready? I think the answer is yes. Capricorns have Anubis, which is preservation, neutrality, and obligation. Okay. Then you have confidence. I'm here for this. And then you have healing energy. I'm 100% here for this. This is the good fortune card, Capricorns. This is the good fortune card. Okay, Capricorns, this is a week of you getting back on the job. I said it that way on purpose because I almost said on your shit, but that's not right. This is a week of you getting back to your obligations, to all of the things that you have kind of let fall to the wayside, whether it's projects at work, projects at home, something new with your business or whatever. This is the time for you to really get knuckled back down, tuned back in. What I love about this is I guarantee you every Capricorn watching is like, that tracks. Already been feeling it. Already been feeling it. This week, Capricorns, not only are you really hardcore looking at all of your obligations, I want to point out something specific about Anubis. For those of you guys that don't know the story behind Anubis, or, you know, how you get into into the afterlife, you speak to Anubis, and Anubis weighs your heart and determines if you're good enough to get into the afterlife, or if you go to, I don't know, the Egyptian hell, I guess. But if you're good enough to get in. Capricorns, this is going to be a week where you're really weighing the hearts of the people around you. By getting back to your obligations, you have the confidence to really look around and go, you know what? You're not my highest good. You've done nothing but gossip about me, or you've done nothing but try to undermine me, or, you know, whatever it may be. So Capricorns, expect to be cutting some people out of your life this week. It just is what it is. You're going to be knuckling back down. You're going to be looking at everybody around you, and you have the confidence to say, you know what? You're kind of a piece of bitch, and I don't want you around anymore. So here's the thing. For those of you guys that have Capricorns in your life, whether it's a kid, significant other, boss, coworker, mom, dad, friend, sister, brother, whatever. For those of you guys that have Capricorns in your life, know that they're going to be cutting some people out of their lives this week. And you're probably going to say, well, hell, you've been friends with so-and-so forever. Or, wow, you know, you've been talking to this person for years or whatever. And they're just going to say, it is what it is. Or, I know. Just saying. Capricorns are really hardcore looking at everything and everyone around them, and they have their confidence back. A confident Capricorn is a very powerful Capricorn. Anubis is a very powerful deity. I'm just saying. Capricorns, the reason that you're wanting to cut people out this week is because of this healing energy. We just went through 2 eclipses. We went through a lunar eclipse a couple weeks ago and a solar eclipse yesterday. Plus, this is the first day of fall. This is preparation. This is getting you ready for the winter. This is harvesting in all of the good that you have put out into the universe this year. And now it's time for you to get back on it. You're all about this healing energy this week, Capricorns. You're not going to sit and let people take advantage of you anymore. What I love about this is you getting back on your bullshit, you getting back to those obligations, and that neutral way of being brings in the good fortune this week, Capricorns. It brings in the good fortune this week. I'm here for it, and I know you are too. I'm here for it, and I know you are too. One thing I do want to say, Capricorns, this is going to be a week where there are going to be people around you that get their feelings hurt. Because you are doing what you have obligated yourself to do. You are cutting people off that are no longer in your highest good, etc., etc. Etc.? Is etc. a word? It's probably going to be a new medicine name in the next year. Etc. If you guys have a Capricorn in your life and you don't feel like they're talking to you as much as they normally do, or whatever the case may be, unless that Capricorn comes out and says, hey, we can't be friends anymore, or we can't hang out anymore, or I can't date you anymore, unless that Capricorn comes out and actually cuts you off, don't stress about it, okay? Don't stress about it, because if you do stress about it and you go to your Capricorn and you're sitting there saying, well, you just don't talk to me anymore and you don't do this and this, that Capricorn is going to be weighing your heart and going, maybe you're not in my highest good either. Let the Capricorns be Capricorns this week, okay? Let them be the hermit. Let them be going through their friends list. Let them be doing the things that they're doing to get back to their Capricorn self, okay? Capricorn, this is a good week for you to really take a hardcore look at everything around you. Just saying. Stones for Capricorns. You know, I am going to say any black stone that you're drawn to. Smoky quartz, black tourmaline are going to be really good ones. You're going to need the protection this week. So any black stone that you're drawn to, tiger's eye and quartz, okay? And I'm going to give you guys the bumblebee this week as your spirit animal, okay? The bumblebee. I have a lot of different readings coming up this week. If you guys want to get tickets, please get on the list now. My these last weeks have sold out really quickly. I will be on a podcast tomorrow. My mods have been pinning that, and I'm sure that they will pin it again for you guys. Please go and watch it. Because of some of the changes to TikTok, am not going to be doing a lot of live stream things like that on TikTok. I was going to be bringing the Bodhiverse back on TikTok, but they've been cracking down on so many people for some of the dumbest things. So for those of you guys that want to catch the Bodhiverse, I've got to reschedule with Uncle Birch. I missed him on Sunday because of traveling and things got kind of crazy. But make sure that you're following me on YouTube, because that is where the Bodhiverse will be. I also have Your Benevolent Witch scheduled for next week, Punk Rock Witch for the week after. I'm talking to several other of my favorite witchy creators out there, so we can get them on and we can talk about some good witchy shit. So make sure that you're following me on YouTube. The other thing that I want to say is this. Here in just a minute at 9:30, we'll make another announcement, but there will be a big contest coming up for this event in May. I'm just saying. You just have to make sure that you're following me on YouTube, Instagram, all the things, but YouTube specifically, okay? Just saying. Just saying. All right, we ready, Aquariuses? I know that you are. I know that you are. The Ageless, which is healing and graciousness and acceptance. Destiny. The Destiny card, Aquarius. And safe travel. Okay. Aquarius. We're going to talk spiritually, and then we're going to talk physically, because this is a very dualistic week for you. So let me talk to those of you guys that have Aquariuses in your life first, okay? Significant other, kids, whatever. Your Aquarius is going to feel a little lighthearted this week. Your Aquarius is going to have their head up in the clouds. You're kind of going to be wondering, like, what the hell's wrong with you? You're not your normal grounded Aquarius self. And Aquarius, you're going to feel this as well, okay? That is because you remember this past weekend when you got overwhelmed? You remember this past weekend when you seemed to get this crazy headache, this download, you got really deep in your feelings, or some weird thing happened with this eclipse, Aquarius? Healing, graciousness, and acceptance. You're not crazy. Yes, you did get a big download this weekend. I can't tell you what the download was. You still got to unpack it. And unfortunately, the universe doesn't always let us unpack this thing in a timely manner. Sometimes it just lays all of it on us and overwhelms us. And then other times it never unpacks. But yes, Aquarius, you did get a big download this weekend. You did. You're not crazy. You did. When you were walking around telling everybody this headache is different, This dizzy spell is different. I'm just saying what I'm saying, Aquarius, okay? Part of that is because you have hit a new, I don't want to say level because it's not right. Sub-level, there we go. You've hit a new sub-level in your journey. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be in this weird ass feeling this week. This eclipse is got you guys. My Oklahoman came out, and I apologize about that. Let me back up. This Aquarius, this eclipse has you Aquariuses all up in your spiritual feelings. Does that make sense? All up in your spiritual feelings. So imposter syndrome is going to be a huge thing this week, Aquarius. And I know you Aquariuses are not used to that because y'all are usually pretty confident. You have imposter syndrome this week, Aquarius. You're also going to be having a lot of good enough feelings. Am I good enough for this person? Am I good enough for this job? Am I good at... You're going to be going through these things, okay? Here's the thing. It's going to suck. It's part of your healing. It's part of you moving forward. I always hate telling people that it's part of your healing. It's part of your healing. I hate hearing it. I know. I don't want to hear it though. But it is what it is, Aquarius. It is what it is. This Destiny card right here. Let me wag it at you. This Destiny card right here. There's going to be a lot of things that happen this week, Aquarius, that are not going to hit you for a couple of months. But they're going to hit you and you're going to look back and be like, oh my God, that first week of fall, this and this and this and this happened. And now this and this and this is lining up. I don't see this as a bad week at all, Aquarius. It's just a week where you don't feel like your normal grounded self. Sorry. Let's talk about physically. I do kind of expect for you Aquariuses to have some headaches and some vertigo this week, some dizzy spells this week. So just know that that's coming, all right? But here's the thing. This is the safe travel card. First of all, spiritually, Aquariuses, this is a good time for you to travel. It's a good time for you to do some astral travel. It's a good time for you to do some fun shit. Just saying. This is also a good week to plan travel, Aquarius. It's a good week to travel. For those of you guys that already have travel planned, perfect week. You're protected. The other thing, though, if you're thinking about planning a vacation, a trip, or whatever, this is a good week to plan. It's a good week to plan. In fact, it's a great week to plan because you kind of know where it is you need to go, you want to go, etc. So if there's a place that you've been thinking about going, whether it's vacation next year or whether this weekend you just want to get out of town, this is the week to do that. This is the week to plan that. The one thing I also want to point out about the safe travel card is, remember we talked about this download, Aquarius? This is also a safe week to start trying to unpack that. And I know some of you guys are like, wait, didn't you just tell me that my head is going to be in the clouds? Yes. Sometimes you need your head in the clouds to get your head out of that logical, intense Aquarius thinking. I know how you guys operate. I know how all you Aquariuses operate. Y'all get way too logical and serious with everything, and sometimes you have a problem letting go a little bit. So you feeling a little lightheaded, a little head up in the cloudy clouds type of thing is a really good thing. It's a really good thing this week, okay? It's going to be a really good week, Aquarius. Just roll with it. Just go with the flow, okay? Just go with the flow. It's going to be a good week. I want to recommend this too, Aquarius. Because you're going to have a lot of these unpacking moments, make sure that you have like a voice recorder on your phone, or even if you just turn the video on and put the camera down or whatever. Record these things. When you have that epiphany moment, that unpacking the download moment, record it, because none of our brains are working at all lately, and you don't want to lose that thought, okay? You don't want to lose that thought. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's going to be a good week, Aquarius. Don't stress about it, all right? Stones for Aquarius. I'm going to say Sodalite and Lapis. They look great together, and sometimes you can't tell one from the other. But Sodalite and Lapis, because the Sodalite is going to kind of help you calm down a little bit, and the Lapis is going to remind you who you are. You guys are the Pigeon this week. The Pigeon is your animal this week. I know some of y'all think about the animals I give you, and you're like, what the hell? Just trust me. Just trust me. All right. Where's my Piscesians at? My Piscesians at? I would like to actually, you know, there we go. There we go. All right. We ready, Piscesians? Ooh, the Lady of Mess. This is reclaiming and vanity and surface appearance. Thank you, thank you. Then you have navigation. And then you have cut ties. Ooh, it's a mean Pisces week. It's a mean Pisces week. Notice the two circles. Notice the two circles. Pisces, this is a week of reclaiming you. This is a week of you regaining all of that personal power you've been given away. This is a week of you pulling back in all your energy. This is a week of you not being the wonderful, warm little wave pool at the park. This is you being a tsunami. This is you being a tidal wave. This is you being that hard wall of water that smacks you really hard when you accidentally belly flop. This is not you being the nice, calm, rolling waves lapping against the dock. No, this is you being hardcore. This is you being the raging river that cut the Grand Canyon, okay? This is not a super squishy Pisces week. Y'all in the background, as you go to bed, might be over there, you know, blubber balling or whatever, but not out in front, not anywhere else. This week, Pisces, you are some tough ass mamma jammas, and you are regaining every single thing that you have given to other people. Part of that is because, unfortunately, other people have shown you that you can't always trust everybody. They've shown you that they're going to take your kindness and they're going to fucking stomp on it. That they're going to take anything you want to give them and run away with it. They have shown you that your kindness gets taken advantage of. And I hate that because I adore my Pisces friends. I do. Y'all are some of the best people on the whole planet. You will give anybody anything. Even if you don't like the motherfucker, you're still going to give them your shirt off your back if you see that they need it. Even if you really, really hate this person over here, you know that maybe they just lost everything and you're going to donate something to them. You guys are like the best people. Y'all are the best people. But this week, you guys have had enough. And you are reclaiming yourself. Navigation. This is an interesting card because this week, you're really going to be navigating your own feelings because you're going to have some of these feelings of, you know what? Fuck that person over there. Like, you're going to have some really intense, strong feelings this week, Pisces, that are more hardcore, cut things off, etc., not your normal Pisces feels. Because normal Pisces feelings are like, well, maybe they didn't really mean to say it that way. Or maybe, they didn't really mean to kick me in the shin. They meant to kick you in the shin. So you're going to be navigating some hard feelings. As in, like I said, y'all are a tsunami this week. Y'all are a tidal wave this week. Y'all are not that nice, calm little lake So y'all have to navigate those feels. Y'all have to navigate those feelings. One more thing I want to say about the navigation card. This week is going to bring some interesting opportunities to you in two ways. One, it's going to put you in front of some people that in the moment may not make you go, oh my God, this is my make or break moment. But it's going to put you in front of some people that you're going to realize within literally a week or less that that was exactly who you needed to be in front of for your job, for your side hustle, for whatever it is. You're going to be in front of the right people this week. In other words, Pisces, the right place at the right time. The other thing is that you're going to get to watch karma in action, good and bad. You're going to get to watch karma in action. And that's kind of where this comes in. If there is anybody, Pisces, that you've been considering cutting ties with, this is the week to do it. This is the week to do it. Because I know how you Pisces are. And you will be like, well, you know, do I want to block? Do I want to block? Like, you go back and forth, right? No. This week you're like, bam, 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 bam. You are ready to block every single person that has fucked you over, Pisces, and I'm here for it. Here's the thing. You're going to be feeling like this all week. Somebody looks at you wrong, gone. Somebody breathes incorrectly, gone. And normally I would say be careful with that. But I think that you've let too many people do this stuff to you for too long, Pisces. And they need a reminder that you're not just some squishy little doormat that they can walk all over. It's a very powerful week for you, Pisces. This eclipse may have kind of jacked up your feely feels a little bit, but this is a very powerful week for you. Very powerful week. Stones for Pisces. Larimar, if you have it. If you don't have Larimar, let's go with Ocean Jasper. And then Labradorite. Okay? So Labradorite's going to be the main one. Larimar is the second one. If you don't have Larimar, Ocean Jasper would be my next choice. Y'all are the Starfish this week. I don't know why, but you're the Starfish. I was trying to think about like what animal I was going to give you, and I kept hearing Starfish, so that's what we're going with. All right, my sweet Aries. Are we ready? Of course you are. I know you are. All right, that's a little lot. That's a little much. That's a little much. I just need one card. Aries, see all that? That has been every time I've tried to shuffle for you. Every time I've tried to shuffle for you. Every time. I'm just saying. All right. Y'all have Osiris, which is commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. Then you have let go, karmic justice, and balanced emotions. Okay. This week is a very double-edged sword for you. And this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, okay? On one hand, you're gonna get to watch karma in action. You're gonna get to watch people that have fucked you over get theirs. You're gonna get to watch people that have done all of this good stuff get a hand out, get a leg up. You're gonna watch karma in action. You're also a part of that. So if you've been being a jerk lately, it's going to come back to you this week. If you've been putting out all the good into the universe, that's going to come back to you this week, okay? So be extremely careful what comes out of your face hole this week, Aries, which is hard for y'all. I've known way too many of you. It's hard for y'all. Here's the other thing. Because of this Osiris card and because of the acquisition, be careful what you speak into existence. This is completely different than the karmic justice. Be careful what you speak into existence. Fall and this first week of fall and Mabon is all a very powerful time for you to be harvesting in all of the things that you've put out this summer. Be careful with what you ask for. First yawn of the night. Be careful with what you ask for. Be careful with how you word things. Because there are going to be some things that maybe you're just saying, I have extra money, right? I want extra money. And maybe you don't word it correctly. Maybe you don't just leave it that I have extra money. Maybe you say something different and something really bad happens. Ooh, my nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. Be really careful because of this acquisition. Because of this acquisition. Okay? That's the first really hard thing this week. The second hard thing is this. The second yawn. Really, Aries, get some sleep. The second one is this. Balanced emotions. I know that when I said balanced emotions, almost every Aries that's listening to this probably cracked up. Probably cracked up. Aries are not known for balanced emotions. But you remember how I said y'all are going to get to watch some people get their karma this week? Do you remember when I said that? You can't laugh. Remember when I said that some people are going to get the good things that they deserve because they've been a good person? You can't cheer. Yeah. You have to be very, very balanced this week, Aries, with your emotional self. And I know that some of you guys are like, wait. Sometimes, Aries, the universe needs balance. All the time it needs balance, but sometimes it needs you to be in balance more than it is in balance. When you are asking for something from the universe, whether it is harvesting in all of the things that you've put out, whether it is harvesting karma, good and bad, you have to be neutral. You have to be neutral, Aries. This is not a week for boasting. It's not a week for baneful workings. No baneful workings, Aries. It's not a week for you to be... It's just you have to be very balanced. I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this. You just have to be very, very balanced. It's almost like if the world is this raging river around you, you have to be the rock, okay? Let the water go around you. You have to be the rock. Because if you are a tree branch and you're going with the flow, you're going to get carried up in it. And you don't want that. Because if you get carried up in it, you're going to end up with this. I'm just saying. You're going to have to be that solid stone this week and be very balanced, Aries. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that when you get home after watching karma hit somebody that has been a jerk to you, I'm not saying that when you get home you can't laugh until you wet your pants. I'm not saying that you can't do the happy dance behind the scenes in seeing somebody that's a really good person finally get a leg up. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm just saying in the moment, you have to be balanced, okay? In the moments, you have to be balanced. This is also a week for you to get rid of some shit, Aries. It's a good week to clean out your closet. It's a good week to let go of some emotions that aren't yours. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stones for Aries. Kambaba Jasper. That's going to be your main mamma jamma. Kambaba Jasper and Obsidian. Yeah. Kambaba Jasper and Obsidian. Y'all are the turtle this week. Y'all are the turtle this week. That would be Tauruses next. Yes, we won't forget the Tauruses. I almost made a joke like, let's just go straight to Gemini, but I don't know that I can handle dagger eyes from the Tauruses this week. I can't. I can't. Really? Aries, I swear, if you don't get some sleep, we're gonna have words. We're gonna have words. We're gonna have words. All right. Here we go. Taurus. Really? Really? I'm watching you, Taurus. I'm watching you, Taurus. Y'all watched me shuffle. Y'all also have Osiris. It's on video. Y'all watched me shuffle. You watched me shuffle. This is Osiris. Commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. And then you have passion. And then you have healing energy. Oh, Taurus, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. You ready? I am going to give you permission to be a hermit this week. I'm going to give you permission to be a hermit this week. And I know that that made every one of you Tauruses happy. I know that that every Taurus in here just did this little internal cheer. You probably went, yes, I know. I'm going to give you permission to be a hermit. I'm going to give you permission to fall down the rabbit hole about the things that you're obsessed with. I'm going to give you permission to micro hyper focus on some little weird ass thing. Now, maybe be careful and don't go ordering a bunch of shit. Okay, maybe that. But Taurus, you've been taking on way too much lately. You've been taking on way too much lately. You've been acquiring too many projects at work. You've been taking on too much crap with your kids' school or family or whatever. You've been taking on too many responsibilities, Taurus. Too many. Not only have you been taking on too many, but you're burnt out. I think that when I just said you're burnt out, some of you guys were like, oh God, I am. Like some of you guys, it hit you. I am burnt out. You need a break, you need to breathe, and you need to kind of recover. You need to kind of recover, okay? That's what this healing energy is. This week, Taurus, needs to be all about you taking care of you. Hot bubble baths, hot showers, all your favorite foodie foods, fuzzy blankies. This week is all about you healing yourself, Taurus. Make yourself a doctor's appointment. Go get a physical. Get your nails done. Whatever it is, you need to do something that allows you to focus that healing energy on you. And here's why I say that. I want you to notice the pyramid in the back. Okay? Notice that pyramid is facing up. Notice that this pyramid is facing down. You notice that? You need balance, Taurus. Okay, you are out of balance. You've been out of balance for a hot minute, and now it's time for you to get back into balance. Okay, I'm just saying. Your read is short and sweet this week. You get to be a hermit and curl up in fuzzy blankies and eat your favorite foods. And you're welcome. Stones for Taurus. Blue Kyanite. We're going to say blue Kyanite. Ooh. And Lepidolite. Blue Kyanite and Lepidolite. You guys are going to love this. You ready, Tauruses? You get to be one of my favorite animals, the sloth. You get to be the sloth this week. Alrighty then. Where's my lovely Geminis? Where's my lovely... Okay, Geminis. That was like 3 cards that got pulled out. 3 cards that got pulled out. No, ma'am. I love how many Tauruses in the chat are super uber excited about being the sloth this week. All right, are we ready? Are we ready, Geminis? The answer is yes. Ooh, the thinker. Knowledge, instruction, and reinvention. Okay. Confidence, just like the Capricorns. Navigation. And cut ties. Gemini. Okay. Okay. Gemini, this is going to be a very intense week for you. In a good way, but you may not think of it in a good way at first. But this is going to be a very good week for you. You're all about reinventing you. It may not be an instantaneous process, okay, Gemini? But you are all about reinventing you. So when something like this happens, let me tell y'all how Geminis work, okay? Geminis, I know that a lot of you guys think they swing wildly from emotional to very logical and so on. This week, the Geminis are going to be pretty well balanced, okay? This is a good week to talk to your Gemini friend if you need an advice. If you just need one advice. If you need advice. I mean, maybe limit it to one. Maybe you don't need to bug your Gemini friend about everything. But here's the thing. The Geminis are seeing the world for what it really is. They're able to look at everything and have the introspection to go, okay, did that really come across like that? Or am I feeling it like this? Or both? The Geminis are really looking at the world around you because your confidence is really high this week, Gemini. You feel really powerful. You feel like you are on your shit because you are. You feel like you are on your shit because you are. This is a great week, Gemini, for you to look at the things that you've been considering lately. Maybe not jump on a big, huge, commitment or whatever. Maybe not just randomly say yes to everything because that opportunity came up. But this is a great time for you to really look at all of the opportunities, all of the ideas, all of the things that you want to do in moving forward and navigate through some of that bullshit. Because you're very level-headed this week and you're very, very concerned with where you're going from here. And I think this is fantastic. I'm here for it. This is a great week for you to start laying plans in place for your manifestations. This is a great time for you to be looking at the bigger things that you want to do and accomplish, what risks are associated with them, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between. This is also a good week for you to be cutting ties with things that don't serve you anymore with you, okay? I think that you've probably already gone through cutting some people off because Geminis, y'all get affected by the eclipses. I think a little worse than everybody else sometimes, but this is a good week for you to actually have a hardcore talk with yourself, okay? Have you been over emotional lately? Have you been doing too much shadow work lately? Have you been a bitch lately? Have you been sleeping too late? Do you have a habit of being, do you see what I'm saying? Start looking at the things that you know with you, Gemini, that you probably need to talk about. This is a good time. This is a good week for you to look at those things and cut ties with those parts of yourself. Okay? Does that make sense? This is a good time to beat habits. I have one hair that's going in my ear and it's killing me. All right. Stones for Geminis. I'm also going to give you Sodalite because that's going to really help you calm down and focus. And then I'm going to give you Fluorite because Fluorite also will help you focus. Y'all are already really hardcore on it focused this week, but those two are really going to help you. Y'all are the chimpanzee this week. Y'all are the chimpanzee this week. Just saying. All right. Now, my little Cancers. That's a lot of cards, Cancers. Y'all got your anchor card really quickly. We ready? Are we ready? We have the Queen of Shadows, which is wrath and instability and suspicion. Healing energy. Defense. Notice both of these have a triangle pointing downward. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not going to lie. I was a little worried. I was a little worried because you have wrath. You have defense. But that was like, well, healing energies in there kind of balances it out. This right here is happiness. So Cancer, it's not that you are feeling, that's not that you are being a jerk this week. It's that you are protecting the people that you love this week. You are in full on protector mode this week. So for those of you guys that have Cancers in your life, let me talk to y'all first. Your Cancers are going to seem a little overbearing this week, and they can't tell you why. Okay? They might come in and be like, hey, you know how you wanted to go do this weekend with so-and-so? Well, I don't want you to go do it. And you're going to be like, wait, what? You know, don't tell me what to do. But here's the thing. I want you to just pause and kind of listen to their rationale. Because Cancers are on high alert this week. I don't know what's up, but y'all are on high freaking alert this week with the people that you love. With yourself, with the world around you, y'all are on high alert this week. Like y'all got the download with the international, well, it wouldn't be international, interplanetary radar, and you just are, your intuition is on high alert. It's on high alert. Cancers, this is a great week for you to add to your protections, add to your wardings, to ward cars, ward your kids' backpacks, all of those things. This is a great week for you to start learning new protections. If you haven't started learning in a long time about new protections and what to do from here, this is a good time. Trust your gut. If you have a Cancer best friend, if you have a Cancer significant other, child, anything at all, if you have a Cancer in your life and they just randomly are like, hey, maybe you should take this with you, or, you know, I had a dream about this, and, you know, maybe you should take an extra change of clothes to work, or you see what I'm saying? Trust the Cancers this week. They're on it. Their intuition is on point. Trust the Cancers this week. Cancers, the other thing is this. You're going to get in trouble this week from some people for seeming like you're being crabby when you're not. You're just suspicious of literally every fucking thing, which is not like you Cancers. It's not. So this is going to feel really weird to you. Not only is it going to feel really weird to you, but you're kind of overthinking everything this week. Not kind of. You are. So you're going to get accused of being crabby, but you're not being crabby. You're on super, super defense mode for everybody that you love. On the other side of this, this is a really good week for you to be working on healing yourself on your meat sack, okay? This is a good week for you also to, you know, just go get a physical, get checked out, like eat some good food, eat a salad, Cancers, eat a salad. You don't gotta have a big old fat steak and 9 pounds of bread every night for dinner, Cancers, eat a salad. You know that was funny. Cancers, this is a good week for you to take care of your meat sack, okay? Take care of your meat sack. The other thing is this. Look at the things that make you happy, Cancers. Take a look around. Take a look, words. Take a look around and see what it is that makes you happy. Cancers, what makes you happy? If something isn't making you happy, why is it still in your life? Now, this is not the week to start cutting stuff out, okay? Because you are on high alert. I'm just saying, Cancers. I'm just saying. And thank you for not being feral, because I'm not going to lie, I was a little worried. I was a little worried. I'm just saying. Stones for Cancers. Obsidian, especially a sharp piece of obsidian, and amethyst, especially a sharp piece of amethyst. If you want to throw a quartz in there in between those two also, that would work out. That would help out. Y'all are the Yellowjacket this week. Y'all are the Yellowjacket this week. The wasp, the Yellowjacket. That's an interesting read for Cancer. That's not really like the MO for most Cancers. Okay. Okay. Leos, it took me a little bit of a minute to get your anchor card. I'm not going to peek. I really want to peek. I really want to peek. Because that took me a minute. I just need one more. Leos. Make sure that you guys are following me everywhere. I know I said I had another announcement I was going to make kind of through this. I will be launching a contest. We'll have more information about it, but I would like to pay for somebody to come to the event in May. I would like to bring you there. We'll only be open to those in the continental United States. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you do need to be following me on YouTube to be entered in this. Details coming up. All right. Why am I a little hesitant to turn these over, Leos? The Thinker, which is knowledge, instruction, and reinvention. Okay. So we have Thinky Leos. Thank you for that galaxy so much. Thank you. Then you have Finding Love. Okay. Castaway Negativity. And the Destiny card. Leos, this is a very powerful week for you. You have the power kind of to shape the universe. You have the power to reinvent yourself. You have the power to cut all of the negative bullshit out of your life that's been hanging over your head. You have the power to find the thing that you absolutely love in life. For those of you single, Leos, you have the power to find your person for right now or forever. This is a good week. I'm not mad about this at all. I'm not mad. I was a little worried because it took a little bit for your cards to draw. So I was like, oh no, like both of my kiddos are going to have a bad week, but I'm not mad. I'm here for this. Leos, this is such a powerful week for you. This is a week that you are going to be able to get all kinds of shit done. This is a week that your brain is just focused and ready to go. This is a week where you aren't entertaining anything or anybody that has negative, stupid vibe shit with it. This is a week that you are all about the things that you love to do, the people that you love. This is all about you bringing all that happiness in. And one thing I love about this is that when a Leo is really and truly happy, when a Leo is really and truly feeling their own power, and they know that they're powerful, and not in the conceited drama Leo way, but knowing that you have all of this amazing personal power within you, Leos, y'all can move the world. You don't realize it, but you can move the world. This is going to be not only a powerful week for you, but a magical fucking week for you. There's going to be a lot of times this week where you're going to be standing in a certain moment, whether it's at work or at home or at the gas station or whatever. You're going to be standing there and just have this like epiphany. You're going to be standing there and you're going to be watching something happen around you and realizing that that is magic. You just witnessed magic. This is going to be a week where you're going to have the opportunity to set things in motion that you've been manifesting hardcore, that you didn't even know you wanted, but you want them really bad, like things like that. There's going to be a lot of strings, destiny-wise, that get exactly lined up where they need to be for you this week, Leos. I'm 100% here for this. I'm 100% here for this. The Leos are going to have a freaking fantastical week. Just like you're lucky at everything. Does that make sense? You are lucky at everything this week, Leos. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Just saying. This is the week you've been waiting for, Leos. This is the power week. But I will say, be careful if you set your mindset in the morning that it's going to be a good week, that it's going to be a good day. That's exactly what will happen. But if you let your mind slip into something negative this week, Leos, especially before your feet ever hit the floor, you need to be sitting there in your brain. It's a good week. It's a good week. And I don't care if you need to say Bodhi said or the card said. I don't care. But you want to make sure that the destiny you're channeling in this week for you is solid, is good. Because we all have bad parts too. Leave that for something else. Stones for Leos. Carnelian. Carnelian and onyx. Ooh, that's a sexy combination. Carnelian and onyx. That's a power combination too. Gold jewelry is also going to be your jam this week, okay? All the power, all the manifestation. You are the elephant this week, Leo. You are the elephant this week, okay? Virgos. Where's my Virgos? There they are. There they are. Virgos, you didn't have to throw a card at me. Like, you really didn't. You really didn't. Virgos also have wrath, instability, and suspicion. Then you had two cards come out together. The one on the bottom is change, and the one on the top is intuition. Okay. I mean, suspicious Virgos are really nothing new. They're really nothing new. And then you had a card come out sideways, and that is growth of energy. Okay. So we just have normal suspicious Virgos. Come on, that's funny, and you guys know it. Every Virgo in here knows that you have done this multiple times a week, every week of your life. Come on now. Here's the thing, Virgos. This is going to be an interesting week. I don't think this is a good week for you to start anything new because this thing came out sideways. I don't think that this is a good week that you manifest anything big. It's just kind of a neutral week for you on that front, okay? It's not a time to make big decisions or anything like that. And if somebody tries to pressure you, just saying. But I want to talk about the instability and the wrath and the suspicion and then the change in the intuition card. The other thing that I want to point out, I want you to notice the eyeball. Virgos, the other thing I want you to notice is the flower of life is in 2 of your cards. 2. This is definitely a week of watching. This is a week of watching, Virgos. This is a week where you're going to be kind of in the quiet mode. You're going to be paying attention to everything. You're going to be, and let me just say this, for those of you guys that have Virgos in your life, no, man, I just realized, I'm like, Meh. For those of you guys that have Virgos in your life, they're going to be a little judgy, a lot judgy, and they're going to be spot on about it. Oh man, I don't like that guy over there. His pants are wrinkled. What? His pants are wrinkled and his shirt's wrinkled, which means that he doesn't, they're going to be all about it. All of the Virgos this week are super, super, super hyper fixated, detail oriented. Virgos, trust your intuition this week. If something tells you not to do something, don't fucking do it. If something tells you to, walk this way instead of walking that way, do it. If something tells you maybe not to be around this person, do it. Whatever it is, Virgos, you need to be trusting your intuition 100% this week. It's going to lead you to a lot of changes. It's going to lead you to a lot of changes. I'm not going to lie. It's going to lead you to a lot of changes. The thing about these changes is this. Some of these are going to be changes that need to get made. And some of them are changes that you had no idea were a thing. That you had no idea were a thing. It's going to be an intense week, Virgos. But it's also going to be kind of a neutral week. There's not anything big, huge happening. So that's good. But it's not just a down week. You are going to be, I want to remind you, you are going to be super suspicious of everybody. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. Virgos, people are going to show you their true colors this week. Other people may not see it, but you do. But you do. Just take notes, that's all. Just take notes, okay? Okay? I'm watching some of the comments from the Virgos and I'm like, woo, y'all already having some intense shit going on. Stones for Virgos. I'm going to say quartz and fluorite. Citrine's also going to be a good one. Quartz, fluorite, and citrine. Y'all are the hawk this week. I always heard the term growing up, watch them like a hawk, watch it like a hawk, Y'all are the hawk this week. Yeah, y'all are the hawk this week. Libras, you're trying to get too many anchor cards. Trying to get too many anchor cards. All right. Okay. You had a card like hop up. Did you see it? I got it. It's the second card there. You had a card hop in the deck. You have the Leper King, which is bravery, self-discipline, and faith. Then you have creativity. Ooh, I love me some creative Libras. And then you have mindfulness. What? We have creative, magical Libras this week. Creative, magical Libras this week. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm down. I'm down like all the clowns, Charlie Browns. So here's the thing, because that bravery, discipline, and faith card is very interesting with creative and mindful. Libras, this is going to be a week where you're going to find that you're ready to take a lot of creative freedom with different things. You're going to be ready to step out at work, in your job, in your side hustle, in your hair choices, you know, whatever. There's going to be a lot this week, Libras, that you are really feeling. You're feeling your oats and you're ready to take some brave leaps forward. See, Bear agrees. Libras, this is a week where you're going to have some intense creative ideas, some intense spiritual ideas, and you're going to be very, very mindful of everything and everyone around you. And I think that that's probably a fantastic thing. I'm not going to lie. I think that's probably a fantastic thing. This is a great week, Libras, for you to get back to those spiritual things that you used to do. Whether it is meditation, listening to frequencies at night, moving your crystals around, making a crystal grid, whatever it is. This is a phenomenal week for you to get back to it. Which reminds me, I haven't made a crystal grid in a long time. And maybe it's just a week we should all make crystal grids. I'm just saying. Libras, it's a great week. It's a great week. Your creativity is through the roof. You are feeling super connected spiritually. You're ready to get back on your spiritual path. And you have the self-discipline to do it. And you've made... This is a good week for you to do the things, Libra. It's a good week for you to do the things. I don't feel like I need to just continue elaborating because it's pretty short and sweet. It's pretty short and sweet. You guys are super connected. You guys are super mindful of your spiritual path. You have the massive creative streak. This is a week to take on new projects. If you've been kind of hesitant to take on some new projects at work because you are uber creative, and you also have the self-discipline to bust through anything this week. I love it. I'm here for it. Don't hesitate to tag me in all this creative shit y'all are doing. I'm just saying, I want to see. All right, stones for Libras. Carnelian is a fantastic one for creativity. Fluorite is another really good one. They don't look good together. So I would say Carnelian on the left, Fluorite on the right. Carnelian's also good to put beside your bed. It's also good to put beside your bed. I will say that wood is going to be a good choice for you this week as well. Whether it's wooden earrings or a necklace or a pendant or even a piece of petrified wood. Because you guys do need something to kind of anchor you down a little bit. Does that make sense? Y'all are the peacock this week. Y'all are the peacock this week. Just saying. All right, Scorpios. Are we already to Scorpio? Okay. I feel like time just froze for a minute. Okay. All right. Maybe if I can get just... Okay, there we go. Just one anchor card. Scorpio, you flip this right side up. This is the martyr card. It's shame and restitution and honesty. You know what, Scorpios? I would like you, Scorpios, to take a deep breath. Okay? Just take a deep breath. That's it. Woo-saw. Woo-saw, Scorpios. See? Because it's good luck. You come right out the bat. Right off of it. And then wisdom. Okay. And then creativity. Sweet. Scorpios, I'm not going to lie. When I saw that martyr card, I thought, oh, Lord, we have poor, pitiful me Scorpios, but we don't. We have very honest Scorpios this week. The honesty part is the big part right here. Restitution is another big part. Let's talk about the good luck card. There it is. I knew I was coming. Let's talk about the good luck card. Scorpios, you are just like the lucky cat, lucky Buddha this week. Right place, right time, a lot. I'm not saying you're going to go win the lottery this week, Scorpios, but this is a great freaking week for you as far as good luck goes. I'm not going to say this is a powerhouse week for you because it's more of a kind of quiet, reserved, I just know the shit. I know all the things kind of week. The only thing I'm going to say before we go too far is be careful not to let yourself get into that conceited Scorpio mode, because I may know a few of you, and I know that sometimes you get into that mode, and when you get into that mode, then people get irritated at you and so on. So just kind of have a safety word for yourself, you know. But Scorpio, this is a great week. You're in the right place at the right time a lot. And you seem to know exactly the right thing to say. This is the wisdom card. Not only do you seem to know the right thing to say, but your creativity, much like the Libras, is really, really heightened. Much like all of the other zodiacs this week, this is kind of an intense week for you. I mean, we're coming off of this solar eclipse energy. It's a lot. It just is. It's a lot. So I want you to make sure that you're paying really close attention to what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're putting out into the universe. Okay, Scorpios? Because this is such a powerful week for you. The honesty part, I want to talk about it for a little bit. And I want to talk about it mainly because I just said be careful what you're saying, doing, etc. There's a difference, Scorpios, in being honest and being mean. I'm just saying. You know it. There's a difference in being honest and being mean. Tact is a thing. Tact is a thing. You can't just go, you know, that pair of pants looks like shit on you. Instead, you should say something like, those pants may not match that shirt as well as some of your other pants do. What about, you know, the really cute black pants that you got last week or something? You know what I mean? That's more tactful than saying those pants look like shit on your butt, okay? I'm just saying, Scorpios. I'm just saying. Tact is a thing. Tact is a thing. Honesty is great, but don't be mean, okay? For the most part, Scorpios, you guys are very reserved, very quiet, and you're paying attention to the 900 bazillion yawns I've done this week, today. I've also been traveling. I left Pennsylvania yesterday morning after like 5 hours of sleep, and I'm exhausted. I'm so ready to sleep in my own bed, so forgive me for all the yawns tonight, guys. Pennsylvania to Oklahoma is a 15-ish, 14-ish hour drive, 16-ish hour drive. Just saying. It's a good solid 2-day drive. But Scorpios, I love this week for you. I'm not upset about it. I think it's going to be a fantastic week. You're really pretty balanced and calm this week with it, even though the good luck and the creativity aspect. The only thing, I'm just going to remind you one more time, just be nice. Just be nice. Think of the tactful way to say the thing, Scorpios, okay? You can't just be like, you're ugly, your mama's ugly, and so is your dog, okay? You have to be like, oh, your mom has a great personality, and I love how pretty your dog's coat is, okay? Like, just say it's You're not going to do it. I already know you're not going to do it. You're going to be honest with everybody. You're going to hurt feelings this week. And then you're going to wonder why everybody's mad at you. I already know. I already know. I already know. 3 of you will listen to me. 3. And it's probably because you have a Virgo rising. Or Virgo moon. Stones for Scorpios. Come on, that's funny. That's funny. All right, stones for Scorpios. I'm going to say Kambaba, Jasper, and Jade. Kambaba, Jasper, and Jade. Y'all are the tiger this week. Y'all are the tiger this week. Does that bring us to our wonderful little Sagittariuses? It does. It does. Where's all my wonderful Sagittariuses at? They wait so patiently every single week. So patiently. Apparently, they don't want an anchor card, though. All right. Or they do. Okay. All I had to do was just kind of just a little bit make fun of them. That was it. And the Sagittarius said, "Hold my beer." The Maestro, which is community, understanding, and ingenuity. Notice those are pretty nice Sagittarius colors there. This would be the success card, my Sagittarius is. And willpower. Oof. You guys are the freaking bull in the china closet this week, but in a good way. Sagittarius, I swear, if you guys are not manifesting this week, if you guys are not putting everything in motion for all of your shit, I don't know what to do. I mean, I already have a gold star here for you. The universe is giving you the gold star this week, Sagittarius. This is the week. Not only do you have the willpower to do it, you have the ingenuity and the instant smarts. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because sometimes you get in a situation and you know it's a really important, vital situation to what's, you know, your livelihood or your family or your job or moving forward. You know it is like a super vital situation. And you can't figure out the right words, or you can't figure out the right thing to do, or whatever. Not this week, Sagittarius. This week, you guys know exactly what to say, exactly where to put yourself. You know exactly the things to do. Oh, and you are not taking no for an answer from the universe or anybody else, because you know that you have the success card. So, so that's how you are this week, Sagittarius. You are on freaking fire this week, Sagittarius. Nothing is going to stop you. There's going to be a lot of things that try to stop you. People that try to wreck your good mood, people that try to wreck your attitude, people that try to derail all the stuff you're putting into place. But guess what? Guess what? This is the willpower card. And if you have never ever met a Sagittarius that someone has said you can't do that, that's like telling a Capricorn you can't do that. Those two signs right there. You tell a Sagittarius that they can't do something, they're going to do it 4 times with fire. With fire. They're going to jump through a fiery hoop while they do it 4 times. You tell a Capricorn not to do something, they're going to bury you with it. They're going to do it so much that they're going to bury you with it. But the Sagittariuses do it in a flamboyant, amazing party manner. And that is what's going on this week, Sagittarius. Y'all are on fire. You are ready to do the things, and not a damn thing is going to stop you. Not a damn thing is going to stop you. I'm going to give you your animal first because you are the bull this week. Nothing can stop you this week, Sagittarius. Nothing. Stones for Sagittarius. whatever you feel you need that day. Y'all might have moment to moment, like I need this, you know, and then 2 hours later, oh shit, I need this or I need this. Whatever stones you feel drawn to, you feel that you need, Sagittarius, and you are the bull this week. You are the bull this week. So good to be home. So good to be home. I'm so excited. All right. We didn't have feral signs this week. We didn't have any feral signs this week, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. All right, guys. I love you. I'm glad to be back home. Maybe we'll have a day this week where I just go live and let you guys help me set up my office. Maybe. Maybe. Probably. We will. All right. I love you guys. Y'all go get some rest. Have a fantastic Tuesday. And